When I was asked to speak today, I knew we were gathering to show our support for religious freedom. What should be said about religious freedom? We've heard a lot. We know it is guaranteed by the Constitution. As you heard, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. Again, the First Amendment says the government will pass no law which prohibits the free exercise of religion. Having some difficulty deciding specifically what to speak on, it was suggested I speak about the slippery slope of abortion. Pro-Life Corner recently had an article by Ken Connor from lifenews.com. I'd like to share a portion of that article with you. Quote, "Nowhere is the danger of the slippery slope more evident in the area of abortion. If an unborn child's right to life can be denied based on criteria like age, size, location, cognitive capacity, or simply the wishes of the mother, then what is to stop similar criteria from nullifying the life right of the elderly, the disabled, or even the very young? There are some in the field of bioethics that have begun to embrace infanticide as a perfectly reasonable solution to the hardship and inconvenience sometimes imposed by the birth of a child. Mr. Connor indicated an example from an article by Alberto Giubilini and Francesca Minerva that, quote, "Parents should have the right to kill their newborn infants because infants are not people. They prefer the term after-birth abortion as opposed to infanticide because the term after-birth abortion emphasizes that the moral status of the individual killed is comparable to that of a fetus rather than that of a child," unquote. Somehow it seems to me that these two have come to the end of the slippery slope. It's insanity. How could this be tied to religious freedom? I was wavering in my decision to speak and thinking, this isn't working. What message could I bring to you? The answer came at Mass this past Sunday through the book of Ephesians. I'd like to share that passage with you. Hearing these words, I knew what I wanted to say. Ephesians 5:8-14. Brothers and sisters, you were once darkness, but now you are light in the Lord. Live as children of light, for light produces every kind of goodness and righteousness and truth. Try to learn what is pleasing to the Lord. Take no part in the fruitless works of darkness, rather expose them. For it is shameful even to mention the things done by them in secret. But everything exposed by the light becomes visible, for everything that becomes visible is light. Therefore it says, Awake, O sleeper, and arise from the dead, and Christ will give you light. Each of you is a light for religious freedom. Through you, others can come to know the injustice of this mandate for people of faith. It is critical that you take the message that this mandate issued by the Department of Health and Human Services requiring most employees' health plans to include free contraception, sterilizations, and abortion-inducing drugs, regardless of any moral or religious objections. Catholic universities and Catholic, Methodist, and Lutheran hospitals will be forced by the federal government to provide service that directly contradict their church teaching and violates the conscience of people of faith. The HHS mandate must be opposed. Your First Amendment rights have been violated because you believe before we were formed in our mother's womb, God knew us. It is not just a nice thought or a verse from Scripture. It is because we believe every life is important and valuable. You have the absolute right to live it because of the words in the Constitution. How can anyone, even those who may not hold the same beliefs, not realize the importance of upholding the Constitution? As I said, each of you is a light for religious freedom. Through you, others can come to know the injustice of this mandate of people of faith. Educate yourselves. Share what you learn with others. Even if you have called your congressman, call again or email and let them know you want the administration's contraceptive mandate rescinded. We cannot, we will not accept this unprecedented assault on our religious freedom. God bless you and strengthen you to continue to stand up for your right for religious freedom. Thank you.
Way to go.